Hey everyone, so checked in my luggage, waiting to board the train from Montreal to Toronto, and that is why I am kind of looking a little unfresh because somehow I don't know, like I woke up an hour early than my scheduled time. Maybe like my subconscious mind woke me up, and I thought that on this journey I have couple of hours to work and I'll work on this video. It's like the challenge or the project that I have given to myself because I usually do not vlog. I'm really not good at it, so I thought I'll learn something new and at the same time share the experience of this journey, and at the same time share something interesting around investors program because I am living in Montreal, going to Toronto for work, and it's such a smooth ride. And I thought I'll, share it with you. There's something interesting that Canada has to offer in terms of business immigration programs, where you and your family can plan your move to Canada. And when you are working in Canada in the major cities, you'll get an idea how smooth is that. So let's begin. So my train departs in 20 minutes, and while I wait to board the train, let me give you a quick introduction in terms of what are these investor programs. Well, if you invest a certain amount of money in a Canadian business, then you and your family can move to Canada on the work permit and then apply for permanent residency of Canada. It's that simple. Now, in this entire transaction that I spoke about, that you invest in a Canadian business and you move on a work permit and then you apply for a permanent residency, there are certain conditions, obviously. It's simple how it looks, but then there are other technicalities in between, in which I'll give you a brief about so that you and your family can start exploring these programs. Because what really happens is that if you as a family are looking to send your child for studies in Canada, you would spend roughly around $200,000 on an undergraduate degree in one of the top universities in Canada, which is University of British Columbia. Now, when you invest a certain amount in Canadian businesses, you move to Canada, become a permanent resident, then your cost of that education comes down to around 40 to 50,000 Canadian dollars. You save a lot of money when you plan way before time. Now, if the long-term goal of the family or the child is to be in Canada after completing their studies in Canada, then this business can be easily managed and taken care by that person who wants to be in Canada. So as a family, it becomes like very, very important to explore these options. I'm not saying you to go ahead and start applying. I mean, visit Canada, explore the option. If let's say you're planning a broad education for your kids. So while my boarding is about to start because my train leaves in 15 minutes, so I'm going to the platform. Let me get back to other details around this program. Let's go. Now, as I said that you need to invest a certain amount of money in a Canadian business to get a work permit and then the PR. Now, let's say you have decided to invest in a Canadian business, then you would be wondering how much would be that investment. Then to give you a fair idea, the bare minimum investment starts with $100,000 and above. And now if you're wondering that what is the net worth requirement to start a business in Canada, well, some programs do require the minimum investment and minimum net worth. So to give you an idea, the minimum net worth is around $300,000 and above. Well, the range starts with approximately around $100,000 and above. There are a lot of programs which start from that range. And when you talk about the net worth requirement to start a business in Canada, well, some programs do define the net worth, whereas there are some programs which do not define the net worth requirements. Though one particular program do not define the minimum investment and minimum net worth requirements, but I've given you an idea so that you get an idea when you're planning your child's education, a business in Canada, and your move to Canada. But let's be on a safer side, because you're coming to Canada and investing in a business here, you're planning your child's education, so it's not going to be an affair which will not involve a significant sum. So let's define the minimum benchmark, which is $100,000 is the minimum investment to start a business, and $300,000 is the minimum net worth when you're looking and exploring an option in Canada to start a business and move with your family. Now, if you ask me, Vaibhav, that what is the most important part of this entire planning that you're doing, investing in a business, moving with family to Canada on the work permit, and then applying for permanent residency? Well, the most important part in this entire planning is your business. The kind of business that you would want to invest in and do in Canada is very important. And that is why I always recommend take time, do exploratory visits to Canada, explore the options and the nature of the business that you would like to do. Because end of the day, the business is that one thing that will help you meet the requirements of the immigration program and help you meet your family goals as well. So it has to be very, very carefully picked, because you're doing a long-term planning. And if you are somebody who is coming to a new country and doing a business altogether, obviously you would need a good team on your side, which I will be there with you on that. But end of the day, you would be running your business, you would be making the call. So it's very important for you to put a lot of time on evaluating this very particular thing, that which business suits you and your family goals. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Just to tell you that in between all this planning, you need to take a pause and live in the moment. So, I mean, the work will keep on going on, the business investments will keep on happening, but I always believe in one thing, which is living in the moment. So, take some time off and do all these little things to make your journey towards your end goals interesting. And that is why even I took this train journey. Because I wanted to really have like a good time with myself, work on something new which I am doing right now, and at the same time enjoy all this which I loved as a 90s kid. So yeah, I mean, enjoy it, right? Be in the moment. And here I am. Now I will cover a lot of details about various business immigration programs and the specifics in the upcoming videos, but just want to tell you that if you have figured out the business and you are pretty sure about it, you don't have to worry about the work permit and the PR. Because if the business is right and you can carry it on and you can meet the requirements of running that business, then the other requirements like immigration requirements, your permanent residency, your family goals will fall into place. And that is why I am putting this thrust on the business first, because that one thing will define all other things, which we will look in the upcoming videos. So start exploring that one business that helps you meet all your goals. That's it. And you need to trust the process. Like, I am doing my own thing and I am on this journey right now, and I have been on this journey for such a long time, and I have just focused on one thing and I am still focusing on that thing. So the same goes for you. I mean, the journey will be smooth. Just trust the process and go into it. There are a lot of uncertainties in this entire business immigration process, which we will talk about in the upcoming videos. But so far, started from Montreal, going to Toronto, the journey is so smooth. Same like that, once you trust the process, it will be smooth. Just start, just begin from somewhere. That's the whole recommendation.